Ladies and gentlemen, this is Sandra Wilson from my new show, On One with Sandra Wilson. Let's talk about it with my guest, Hezzy the Kid. How are you?
I'm doing fine.
You good?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Listen, first of all, I want to tell you thank you so very much for accepting my invitation. I really appreciate that. Okay? You're the second guy, you're the first guy that's on the first one. Like I had Miss Lisa on here first, and then I said I wanted to get a gentleman, and I had you. You're the first guy that's starting it off. So thank you very much for that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
What I want to say before we get started is I want the people to know that when you was on my blog radio talk show, do you remember the conversation that we had?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we talked about it. It was, you came on first. Then we had a great interview.
Yes, ma'am.
And then I asked you to come on second.
Exactly.
So we did a part two.
Exactly.
You remember that?
Yes, ma'am.
Then I said, whenever, yeah, I said, remember that?
Yes,
And then I said, when I do my live talk show, I want you on there.
And
We
here
here.
we are.
We here.
Yes,
We're
ma'am.
here. So listen, this is just a little different what I normally do, you know, on the blog radio talk show.
Right.
And I kind of want to start off with before we get into deep, because we're going to talk about it this time, okay? We're not going to do that little low down stuff, like, you know, on talk show, you know, but we're going to get deep on this
I
one,
got you.
okay? But anyway, tell everybody where you came from. Let's start that off, just for people that's looking at maybe from all over, whatever.
Right.
Tell them where you came from.
I was born and raised here in Charleston, South Carolina, downtown to be exact. I have family members that's from the countryside of town, which actually is from Bamberg, South Carolina, that also moved from Hollywood, South Carolina to West Ashley and downtown. And that's basically where I came from downtown, the west side, formerly known as Gas and Green Projects, but you know, in our Geechee tongue, called back to Green. So yeah.
Okay. So, before we get into, you know, what you do, I want to talk about something.
Right.
You're married
Yes.
to an amazing woman. Amazing
God
woman.
bless.
Okay? And I got to tell you something. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all got to hear this one. We was at a show,
Yes, ma'am.
color show. We was in, I think it was the Meeting of the Minds, I want to say.
I think that was my
That's it, I think that was one. What was it?
featured artist.
Yeah, we was
performance, right.
there, okay? And you and your wife, when y'all at home, because you guys come out, and I would always see y'all standing in a certain place by yourself, like y'all real calm, real laid back, y'all just kind of watch everybody do their thing. And if you don't know you, you'll sit there and look like, wow, they're so quiet.
Right.
Y'all come out banging when y'all get out there. What is that all about? Do you guys do that at home and y'all think about what you're gonna do, or do you just get there and be like, you know, this is what we're gonna do when we get out? I want to know about that.
It's a little bit of both, to be honest. It's more so of we try to get more into practicing, but it mainly just be the energy. We just feed off each other. Same thing like when we come in the club together. We basically like to protect our peace at all times. Doesn't mean that everybody else is on whatever they on. It's just the fact that we be in our own little world, in our own bubble. So when it's time to perform, we know when it's time, business is business. When it's social time, we come in, we peep and network, make sure we pay attention to everybody else that's around. When it's time to perform, we already know to turn that switch on. It's game time. You get what I'm saying? And that's more so, to be honest, I think it came from one of my older label mates, my fallen label mates at the time, Taylor Made. We used to watch them when we was like young, and couldn't really be in the club, and they could have sneak us in the club because we was part of the label. But we used to see that from them, basically like interacting with each other, and they used to practice.
Right.
And I guess we just thought that as soon as we get out there, we gonna do the same thing. So yeah.
I thought I was gonna actually have some lunch with Jay-Z and Beyonce or some shit, because they do that all the time. I'm trying to tell you, they're so good at what they do,
Right.
you know, and they're quiet with it. And you know, when J and B come out, they just go wow with that, you know.
Right.
So I love that about you and your wife. I love the fact that you all are very quiet. You keep that corner, you know what I mean? And then you come out, y'all just go crazy, very silently too. You know what I
We
mean?
come live on stage.
Yeah, y'all. Oh, y'all be. I love it. I love it. I hadn't been out in a while, but I'm gonna come back and see it somewhere
Yes, ma'am.
real soon.
Yeah,
Okay.
Oh yeah, she
So-
got some stuff ready.
Oh,
too.
she got some stuff ready. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, she got some stuff ready.
Yeah. So listen, we're gonna talk about it this time. We're gonna get deep. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So from the time I seen your Colors Club, I have seen you grown since then. You know, here, there, on the internet. Even during the times when I got sick, I would still be on there looking, and I would see you just grow and just grow and just grow. And I was like, wow. And it's almost like I'm watching my son grow into a grown man, like Boys to Men. You know that song they got out. I'm just seeing you grow, and I'm not saying you wasn't a grown man at that time. What I'm saying is that your ethics, everything just is going up and up and up, and it's really like tripping me out to see what you're doing out here. You're doing so much, and on top of that, I have to put the icing on the cake. You be looking so fly. Who be doing you?
I always had the image of just like again seeing like older people tailor made. My brother actually, I gotta give my older brother, you know what I'm saying, OG Guapo. Me and him did like 2 songs together that y'all may have heard of on my latest album.
What is his name?
OG Guapo.
OG Guapo?
OG Guapo.
Guapo?
Guapo.
What?
Guap money.
Guapo. Oh, with money?
Yeah.
Oh, you're doing good, dude.
Shout out to him though, but
Shout
no,
out.
he used to always be him and you know, his homeboys back then when I was like young, you know what I'm saying, in like
sure.
elementary school and all that stuff. He used to always have fly stuff too, you get what I'm saying? So in a sense, he used to keep us fly in the times that, you know what I'm saying, when we had our struggles and stuff going on. So he would always be the one, of course, because he was the older brother at the time, but he would always have us looking fly. And I always saw from people who I was around, sometimes when you step out, you know, you got to make sure that you feel comfortable in what you got on. And most people always, all the time, when they be asking me when I put certain things on, they be like, well, where you going? I'd be like, well, I just got something on. And they'd be like, well, you look like you going somewhere. And I just always took the analogy, if I feel good, I look good. So it don't matter what I got on, whether I got on, you know, sweats, whatever, what have you, it's going to be on the way I want it on. So I feel comfortable that way to be able to do what I need to do.
The reason why I asked you that, because some people have stylists and stuff like that, and that's what I thought you had. I thought maybe your wife, you know, styles you every time.
Sometimes she do.
I thought so, and that's why I asked. Because most wives, you know, they either styling you or doing your hair, making sure, you know. So I thought maybe she was like, you know, the person that's, you know, styling you, and I'm sure she does.
Secretly her.
Sometimes.
Secretly her, and sometimes like my daughter and my niece.
Oh, okay. Well, shout out to them, you know. So tell me about your music. In regards to writing, do you write your own music, or do someone help you, or do your wife help you write it? Who helps you write your music?
I write 99.7% of my music.
Well, Jesus, the 3 points.
And I only say the 0.3 because as songwriters, sometimes like if I write something in the studio or whatever, I might have somebody who, like the engineer or my wife or my homeboy, who might give a word or two. And the business side of that, you got to realize when you're in the studio and somebody do give you that type of input, they are supposed to get writer credits. You get what I'm saying? That's the right way to do business. A lot of people don't like to talk about that. That's why there's a blind eye between ghostwriters and people who actually write music. It don't matter if you got a ghostwriter or people who write music. But I write 99.7 of my music, and the only reason I say that because somebody might have given me a word or two, and I give them their credit. You know what I'm saying? You give people they just do. So yes, I write my own.
Okay, you're doing an amazing job. There's so many songs of y'all, and I gotta tell you, I'll be honest, I forget things, you know, guys. You know, I'm in my over the 60s, so okay. But anyway, yeah, over 60 now. Hello. Anyway, but you know, and I listen to a lot of your songs. I don't remember all your songs, but I can't think of one that I didn't listen to that I just love so much. And one of the things I love about you is that when you do your music, and you come back on it next time, it'd be better than the one you just wrote. So when you do write it, what do you be thinking? Like, you know, where it comes from?
I think about building a legacy, basically. That's almost like when I first came out here and I saw what was going on in the city, and I saw the different artists doing their thing. It was dope to see, you know, Killer Skip doing his thing. You know, he on Remedy Street. You got Back to Green, Back Boy Sav. He representing for us, but then they coming together. You get what I'm saying? With like Yard Off, Bayside, and Raw Young Jet from I believe Florida. Like just bridging that together and building that. So for me, I always saw it as other people saw it as competition, but I always seen it as, you know, me versus me. You get what I'm saying? And a lot of people like to talk about that now because I guess a lot of them starting to wake up to realize that you have to measure yourself by your growth.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's basically anything with business. You get what I'm saying? That's what they do. You get what I'm saying? McDonald's and all of them, they started off however they started off. Example for Colors, like he started off in his apartment, but now he's in buildings. Now he's bridging networks between different artists, entrepreneurs.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? From all over.
Absolutely.
So I always saw it as me versus me, and I try to make the next song better than my last song, in a sense, to make sure that y'all feel the groove, y'all understand where I'm at life, and stuff like that. So yeah.
What do you feel that's going on as to why we got so much good talent here that we can't move forward? You know, it is so sad because I'll see where you guys have a show,
Right.
okay? And once the show is over, when I'm not just talking about y'all, let's go with the Minds Will Color, because that's one of the things that stays consistent out here, okay?
Definitely.
Stays consistent.
Gotta give us props.
Okay? Me and him going to talk. Me and him was going to talk live as well. But
Right.
anyway, I would see something, you know, you guys doing something like that, on Facebook or whatever.
Right.
Well, you will go. I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. You will go to the club and do your thing. Whether it's where Colors at, anywhere, there's a whole lot of places you go. And you're having a great time. Soon as you turn on Facebook and you see Facebook, somebody's saying something slick. I think they're saying this slick,
Right.
you know?
Yeah.
But I am stupid. What is with that? Can you break it down for me? Because I don't understand it.
The best way I can break that down is it's a whole lot of misunderstandings.
Oh.
And I gotta use that term because, for the record, I like transparency. I don't like to hide nothing. So I'm 30 years old. And
Shut up.
in a sense of, I always was taught to be smarter than what you look. So in a sense, in order for you to be smarter than how you look, is the fact that you have to gain knowledge on things. And a lot of people, if they don't have knowledge on how business are being handled, if they don't have the knowledge of how events are run, if they don't know the knowledge of how to successfully become a artist, how to register music and stuff like that, you come to a point where somebody's telling you something, you feel like they're talking down on you. Now it does come down to the way you say things, but at the same time, if you don't have the knowledge on a lot of things, it's a lot of misunderstanding. So that's mainly what I can say where it stems from. Me being at the age that I'm at now, because at first I was young too and all that stuff, and there was certain situations that I had handled that could have been a little better, but I had to get the understanding on it more, and then, that's where we at now. But it's a lot of them who don't really care to learn, don't care to listen to what other people are saying or whatever's going on. And not only that, a lot of people like attention.
We gotta be honest.
Yeah.
You like attention from something. You
Yeah.
get what I'm saying?
Oh,
Whether
yeah.
it be your significant other, whether it be that person in the club you might like, maybe it might be a promoter, it might be a next artist that you want to do a feature
Exactly.
with. So it's about attention too, but you gotta be able to realize when is the best time to approach a certain situation and the right way to say things.
Right.
So that's the way I think it is.
That was so well said. You taught me some things here, because when you get older, just to tell you, I can't speak for everybody else, but for me, I see it, I call it, and I'm at a point where I'm not gonna see it, call it, and explain it to you. I'm too tired for that. I'm overset. No. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be listen, you know.
Right.
And that's probably why a lot of people don't mess with me now, and it's okay, because I'm gonna call it right there. Don't play with me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But the way you just said that, I think it's great for little kids, older, people, that's doing things that's young right now that understands it. You're 30 years old.
Right.
And the reason why I said shut up, because you don't look nobody 30.
Yeah.
You take good care of yourself. You look so young. Oh my goodness. Compliment from Miss Sandra to you. You look good, son. You look really good.
I hear that a lot. They
You
always
look
tell me I look
good.
young.
Well,
Young,
this
young,
is respectfully saying it,
Yes, ma'am.
I don't want wifey coming. I'm trying to be nice. Yeah, I don't want wifey beat me up.
She knows.
Yeah, I don't want to get beat up.
She knows.
But, I don't want to get beat up now. But, yeah. I don't get my ass kicked. I ain't get my ass kicked. Hell no. Whew.
Shout out to the wife, you know.
Yeah, I tell you. Yeah, shut out. Yeah. Get me up.
Yeah, that's what I really see it as, to be honest.
I mean, I was very observant when I was young.
Mhm.
I tend to pay attention to everything that's around me, so that way I can know how to move
Mhm.
and stuff like that. And sometimes that can either be a good or a bad thing, because you know the people that we are around. That's why they say a product of your environment. You know, if you're around, older people who are not doing you so good, but they're doing you more harm. You're seeing all this, negligence going on, or you see,
Absolutely.
distribution going on. I'm trying to keep it clean, keep it street.
I understand.
So when you see that going on, you believe that's what life is. You're supposed to do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Or you see abuse going on. You thinking when you grow up, that's what I'm supposed to be doing.
Mhm.
But you gotta, when you get older, you gotta realize and pay attention to other things around you. That's why people always say, get out your neighborhood.
Right.
Get away from what you already used to, or like they say in the city, once you've been doing what you've been doing in the city, get out the city, see what's going on in other states.
Mhm.
You get what I'm saying? So you got a better understanding of really what's going on and stuff like that, and the different things that you can add to your resume and your criteria. So yeah.
Very well spoken. You're very well spoken. I like to get into the game, your game, juice game. Yeah.
Juice
I wanna
Fruit
get-
Gang.
Now I tell you something. Okay, so Hezzy is a buzz 72 of y'all. Jesus Christ!
And growing.
I don't know who's who no more. I'm like, it's too many of them. Good Lord.
Right.
But you know what? All of y'all talented. Y'all be going off in there. I love it. Y'all just be going off in there. Like I be like, well, I mean, I watch I watch when you guys do shows and stuff like that, and everybody be doing their thing. The girls, the guys, y'all be going off in there. I'm not gonna go and say, I'm not gonna this one my favorite one, that one my favorite one. I'm not gonna go and say that you're my favorite one. Anyway.
We up the scope.
I told you to say it on play. I'm saying this on live TV.
I hear
You understand?
I bet in all your
Yeah.
ice playing.
I-
People be on that like,
I know,
yeah,
right?
the hardest. Like,
I
no,
mean,
we be the hardest.
I know, right? I love all of y'all. She's one of my favorite too. But
She.
yeah, he knows that how I am, and you're my favorite. I just think what it is with me is I love the smoothness out of a person, of being smooth, cool, and nobody knows exactly what you're thinking. I love that. You know why? Because I'm sitting here trying to get in your head.
Right,
Because I'm nosy.
right,
So, what they thinking now,
right.
So, that's the way I look at you and your wife. Because y'all so laid back.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
nobody really knows what you guys are thinking. And when y'all come out banging. Y'all come out hard. Y'all come out kicking ass. And I love that. That's something y'all make sure y'all keep. You know what I'm saying? Because I swear to God, I thought you had a damn tea with Beyonce and Jay-Z or some shit. Learn what y'all know. I said it had to have some because y'all so laid back and y'all so good. But anyway, let's get to Juice Game.
Yes, ma'am.
My first question with that is that where did that start from? Like, where did the whole who started? Where did the Juice Gang start from? I kind of know, but I just want to hear from you. Who started that whole thing?
So it was an idea basically from Bishop Dripper,
Mhm.
aka Lil Sonny. You get what I'm saying? Aka Lil James Joyner. I gotta say all this because different people know from different walks of life. Aka DeMarcus Green. That's the government, but at the same time we ain't hiding from nothing, so we like transparency. But it was an idea from him and several others like Tiny, 6'5", and a good bit of them. And he wanted to basically bridge together the city in a way that he felt like, okay, we have talent. This one might be able to do music, whether it be hip hop, and there's a good bit of us who do hip hop, but at the same time, some of them who do pop, rock, just basically trying to connect it together. And we felt like, he felt like at the time, like, if this person dope, we come together as a boss, I respect what you got going on. So in a sense, that's when he came up with that idea, and then he got with Tiny, 6'5", the old Dusty Rhodes, a few of them back in the day, Montana Mister, Lucky Luciano, good of them, good bit of the rest of them. But anyway, they came together and they brought the group together. And that's what it was. The original Juice Gang before I even came. You know what I'm saying? So there's a good bit of them before I even came there.
Nice, thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying that, because a lot of people wouldn't have said that. That was very nice of you.
So yeah, that's why I said I like to pay homage to those who were before me. what I'm saying? Because a lot of people been doing this stuff before all us, and we gotta be able to pay homage to those ones so that way we can receive our blessings as well. You get what I'm saying? Because ain't nobody bigger than nobody. I see it as we all grown. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you come in, do you have to kind of like to ask one of y'all, or you just, how do you get in? Like just say, you know, I mean, I may want to come in. I know I'm over 60, but you never know.
You got you. You got an honorary spot.
Yeah, I may want to come in. You know, so what do you do? Shit.
So basically, man,
Yeah.
you got me cracking up one. So basically, the way how we do it is basically like we scout out talent.
Oh.
So the way how when Bishop them scouted out me, again, we was at Colors meeting of the minds like years ago. And I think he was reaching out through Tamika. You know, that was my CEO for Diamond South Entertainment. And I think he reached out to her and was asking about me and stuff like that. So from there, we met up, we had a meeting, and he just was explaining to me exactly what Juice Gang meant. I'm sorry. And in the midst of that, you know, he told me that, you know, we basically was like a support group, basically, in a sense. So, again, you got artists, you got beat makers, you got promoters, you got different people who do different things. So, no matter what that person is doing, we support what they got going on. So, that was the whole mission behind it. You get what I'm saying? Even though sometimes you get people who don't, again, understand the whole mission, and every, you know, that's when we start to get prideful. When in all sense, to be honest, individually, we all should be upping ourselves. You know what I'm saying? But at what cost? That's always is my thing. At what cost? Greed or, you know, envy, whatever, what have you, because nothing positive come out those things. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, so we had to weed out some things and get it back to what we're supposed to be doing as Juice Gang. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Supporting one another. No matter whether this person is under the label with that person, you get what I'm saying? We come together and we do what we need to do. So now, being the fact that I'm the head president now, basically I go out and scout out talent. So if honorary members like Princess Dripper, Bishop Dripper, you know, some of those Lady Slim, if they come to me and they be like, hey, I have my eyes on this person right here, woo, woo, woo. So we basically watch them. You know, we watch them, it depends on the length, you get what I'm saying? And if we see certain things in them after a while, then that's when we approach them. We let them know exactly what we're trying to do, you know, how they can bring something to the table and how we can expand their business, their brand, let me say that. And then from there, you know, we go through our little training stages and it is what it is.
Now that's way more productive. I like that because there was a time when I don't think anybody could explain it to me because I knew it was Juice Gang, but it was like it was all over the place.
Right,
yeah.
Right.
So that's very productive. I don't know who put it together, but shout out to them. That's a good way.
And
you know,
the last thing is they have to be able to stand on their own 2 feet.
Yeah.
So when you see me step in the club, Hezzy the Kid, I'm representing Juice Gang.
Right.
It's bigger than me. You get what I'm saying?
I get.
So you got to be able to stand, promote, you get what I'm saying, perform, just like if there was Juice Gang members with you. You get what I'm saying? So it's about a spirit thing. So if you can't stand on your own 2 feet, then you still got some more growing to do.
Exactly.
But
exactly. And I know that goes on a lot. But I just want to address something.
Right.
In regards to, you know, as being human beings, God looked at all of us the same type of way.
Right.
But Hezzy, one thing that I gotta say is this. I do believe that there's some people that's better than others. It's unfortunate, but it's true. So if there's a person that's better than you, whether it's rapping, dancing, singing, whatever the situation may be, I feel that that person shouldn't envy that other person. You should be happy, or you should try to help, or whatever the situation is, because when you start envying someone, it equals out to jealousy, that equals out to kill, and that equals out to a whole lot of messy things that people do, you know? So in my opinion, just for one thing, I do believe that they are jealous people. I do believe that there's some people better than others. I do believe that, I'm sorry.
It's
you know,
the truth.
It's the truth. And people gotta get with that. It's okay if you're better than me.
Right.
You know, I took on my damn dancing shoes. I'd be like, go Roxanne, go. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I don't have a problem with that. You know what I'm saying? And so people should jealous of you or anybody else. You know, try to get there with you. If nothing else, you know what I would do? If I was a guy and I see what you're doing, I'll pass your ass.
Right.
You know,
I mean,
I try to give a little bit of
actions
chore, you know?
Actions speak louder than words.
In a
and-
good way.
And that's the God honest truth. You know what I'm saying?
is.
And you gotta be honest with yourself before you be honest with anybody else.
Yeah.
So my thing is, if you gonna sit there and tell yourself lies, you get what I'm saying? Then I don't know what else to tell you. I'm gonna tell you, you need to go back and look in that mirror a little harder. You get what I'm saying? Before you turn back
Exactly.
around and present yourself to the world.
Yeah.
But even in that aspect, there are people who better than others, and they can. To be honest, you can learn from one another. That's the thing that I do. I learn from elderly people the same way I learn from babies.
Whatever.
You know what I'm saying? The same way I learn from those on my same plateau. So, just take it as a learning lesson, man. I take every little situation as a learning lesson.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So, everything ain't always gonna be, goody two shoes
I
or
know,
shits and
exactly.
giggles, but at
Exactly.
the same time, take out what you have to take out of
Exactly.
the situation.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something that I want to say,
Right.
and I hardly ever see you on anybody's videos because I don't see that too much.
Right.
But one day you was on Colors video,
Right.
and I'm gonna tell you how much I like you so much. Like you're so damn dope.
Yes, ma'am.
When I get some money, I will put money into you because you're that dope to me. Okay, a few others too, but you're that dope to me.
Appreciate it.
And you are, seriously. And so you was on Colors video,
Right.
and it was going, and then you didn't do anything, but you just came in.
Okay.
You didn't. I think you was just standing in the video,
Right,
like
camera,
yeah,
yeah,
like
right,
just
right.
yeah. But you didn't rap or anything like that.
Right.
But Colors was doing this thing, and you came in, and I was watching the video, and when you came up. A lot of people don't see your videos. I was like, oh shit, he's in Colors. What? Oh shit. I was like, oh shit, Colors got him in his. That's the way I think of you. I'm like, Colors got him in his video.
Right.
I don't give a damn who think I'm hyped on all that stuff.
Right.
Right now, you are the shit.
Yes,
Okay? You are. Like,
appreciate
you
it.
really are the shit out here in Charleston. You killing it out here.
Yeah.
You dress.
I do get that a lot though.
Wife, you don't kill me. You dress so nice.
Yes, ma'am.
You really do. Every time I see you, you look good. Okay, see, guys, this may look like, listen, I'm not trying to get him. Come on, y'all. Y'all probably sitting in your mind, looking at saying whole ass shit. Well, no, I'm not doing that. He's fine, and he's fly. How about that? Work with that. Okay, now we're back.
No.
Yeah, don't play with me.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, so, I'm so true. I am, my daughter,
Right.
shout out to Renee. She was coming up and she got real tired from her job, and her and Myers, which is taping is that's my boy right there. Her and Myers, they real tight, but she was real tired. But let me tell you what she said. She didn't know Colors was coming. She didn't, because I didn't know Colors was coming.
Right.
Colors shocked me with this one here. I appreciate it. But she said, Mama, who's gonna be who interviewing today? Which I already told her. She knows your name, but she can't get your face. So I said, Renee Hezzy. She was like, that's that guy you like? I was like, yeah, the guy, that I always talk about, because I talk about you a lot in my house. Because I love your shit. She was like, okay, well, she said, I'm going. But she didn't feel good, she was tired, but she wanted to come. Oh, happy birthday to Jay Myers, guys. It's his birthday. He came out on my birthday. He did.
Okay.
I appreciate that. But she wanted to come out because she really likes you as well. I show her yourself. Like, I really brag about yourself. That's why I would say, give me some more. Give me some more yourself, because I give them out.
Yeah, I mean, I get that a lot. Just like I said, I just I boast when I do my performances and when I go out of town and doing shows and stuff like that to try to rep for the city. So that'd be my way of boasting. You get what I'm saying?
I noticed that. Did you
So,
go out
yeah.
of time? You went to Atlanta just recently or something like that?
It was Atlanta. Where's Bankhead? Not Bankhead.
I'm not sure. I
Wherever
know
Waka Flocka from.
Because I see your Waka Flocka. I like him.
Wherever he from, I've been
I
down
like
there
him.
too. Yeah.
I really do.
Shout out to the Summer Awards. I've been down there for that.
Oh yeah, I seen that too. Was that the all white party, or that was something different? Because I know you
No,
get
the
ready.
all white party coming up.
Oh, and
August
you sung something with her. Getting ready to sing with her, something like that. The young lady. Okay,
That was,
I just seen that on
the Summer Awards,
Facebook. I was so glad that you redid the post, because I can't do posters real well. And you know what? Colors embarrassed me. He was like, when you do mine, let me know so I can do a post. Y'all be embarrassed.
Right. Yeah, I was like, I gotta make sure people know.
Yeah, because I don't know how to do posts. I'll put your picture up, that's it. nice. You know, I see when you put me in there, you know, I was like, oh, that's so nice. And my daughter said, you know, oh, Mama, that's so nice. We really like, thank you for the post. I really appreciate that. I really do. I want to get into something. Y'all, I'll talk for 2 hours, but anyway, I don't want y'all to wrap this up. I gotta finish talking. The wifey,
Right.
your husband,
Yes, ma'am.
you have a beautiful wife. Gorgeous. And I met her through Colors too. Colors remind me of how I knew her. She was like 14 years old.
Right.
Oh yeah. But
That time. Right.
you have kids.
Yes.
You got a lot of church.
Yes.
I love them. But how do you do I see the kids. I be seeing you. Yeah, I see you with the
Shout out
kids.
to my crew.
Yeah, man. I said, God dang, boy, that's a basketball team right there. A football team going on. That's a lot. Yeah. Whoa.
Yeah, high end too.
Ooh.
Upper echelon.
Yeah, and you know they be in the back. Whoa! And I said, oh shit.
Yes, man.
Yeah, I love them though. But listen, how do you do that? Now you got a job, you got a wife, you got kids. You know what? You have to, because when I was married, you have to. Like, do you know when to be the husband? Do you know when to be the father? Or do you just like do it however it comes to you? How do you do all of that?
Basically, the last part, however it comes.
And then you deal with it like that?
Yeah, because the main thing that we all have that we really have to master is time.
Yeah.
You know, all the money in the world, yeah, cool. Money is cool when it comes down to certain things. It just depends on the currency.
Mm-hmm.
But the time, how you spend your time. You get what I'm
Exactly.
saying? So for me, just like I say, like, you know, working a 9 to 5, you get what I'm saying? Because I work in the school system.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know that.
I didn't know that either.
But that's me paying my contribution to the community. At the same time, when I leave from there, my business job, you know what I'm saying? I do graphics as well and music. So every time when I got a studio session or when I got, you know what I'm saying, go home and write something, or I record at the home studio, or I doing somebody graphic, whatever, what have you. Of course, I gotta separate those times. Gotta make sure we check on the little ones when they get home, make sure they did their homework. You know, check with the wife, make sure she good. It'd be a lot now. Don't get it twisted. It'd be a lot, but once you manage time seriously, you will be able to make time for everything that you need.
Does it ever weigh you down sometimes to where you just kind of want to be by yourself and just go in? Do you ever go in the room and just relax by yourself? Or?
At times, my wife tell me I should be like that.
Mm-hmm.
However, you know, my government name is Hezekiah, and for those who know, you know, Hezekiah means God-given strength.
Right.
So no matter what I going through, no matter what I doing, it might weigh in on me up here, and I fight all my battles up here first before I even let it get to my body. So,
That's good. That's good. I like that because I do the same thing. But go ahead.
but I do what I can until my body break down.
Wow.
Even though my wife tell me I need to take breaks.
You sure don't bring it out in the streets because the times I've seen you with your walk was always with Colors, or even on I've only seen you at Colors places,
Right.
and then on the internet you never look like anything bothers you. And I think not to say anything does, but not to say anything. But anyway, you just look like you're so free. You know, and that's a good thing to kind of give off on people and stuff like that.
Right.
You just look so free, and I love watching that. Do you mind me telling you the shit in Charleston? Do you mind me saying that? Because you are, you really are. I gotta tell you, I don't know. Somebody gonna get you. When I mean get you, somebody gonna sign you if you want to sign. I don't know if you're an independent, artist or how you're gonna do it. But I gotta tell you something. I believe that you are one of the ones that will definitely. I don't know if you would leave Charleston if somebody, wanted to.
Oh yeah, I always down to do that.
Okay, I truly believe. I'm not saying that there are not other artists that they're not going to take. It's a lot of artists I love,
Right.
but I believe you're one of them out of the 10 that I like that will get pulled from Charleston as far as saying I want to sign you.
Right.
You're definitely one of the ones. I also want to ask you a question. We're going to finish this up. I got a few more things. I'm starting my blog next week.
Right.
And I was wondering if you can give me permission to rotate one of your songs, 2 of your songs, on my show. I would love to.
Definitely.
Definitely?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I got plenty of them.
Thank you. And I want to put something, if you got 5, I do 5 because I just rotate them, And I'm only doing that for people that I think their songs are good and things are going good. I'm not going to just throw anybody's stuff on you no more like I used to back in the day. But I'm gonna, you recommend, Carlos recommend, you know, I know y'all know what y'all talking
Yes,
about,
ma'am.
you know, so I'll take him in. And that juice gang, oh my God, I love a lot of them. I love them, I really do. I love you too.
We actually got a little tape on the way.
All three of y'all, all of y'all, I mean, I said three, all of y'all, the whole damn 92? God dang, boy.
New Year's.
There's about 92 of y'all.
That's all I can say. we got business to handle on December 1st.
Good Lord.
And then New Year's, yeah.
Jesus Christ, I can't swim through you, I can't see, it's so many. God damn.
Ladies, Slum Princess, you go better than man. You might see all they name Blackberry, Spook,
Yeah.
Montana,
Go.
Black Boy, T-Man,
Then there's more.
yeah, old, Tiny,
O's another good artist.
Dusty,
All of them you saying is good, but O's another good one.
hey, don't shoot me too. It's a good bit of us too
T-Man.
now.
Sheedy,
I already
right?
say
Isn't it
him
Sheedy too?
Sheedy. Yeah, I said Silverback. You get what I'm saying?
Young Swag.
Man, listen, yeah, too much of them.
Yeah.
This is a good show. This is a good show. I love it.
And it's mainly like that, man. You know, a lot of people, they like to say, you know, a lot of people like to say, like, yeah, they like to get on stage and, well, let me rephrase that.
Not us, but a lot of people like to use the analogy. Like, a lot of people like to hide behind a bunch of people and this, that, and the third, or whatever. One thing that I wish we as people would get away from is judging everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because I always see this like this. I'm not judge, jury, and executioner. You know, whether somebody wearing what they wearing, whether, you know what I'm saying? I mean, of course, common sense is common sense, but at the same time, people got to have the knowledge of using that common sense. And what I mean by that is, like, you can have 10 people with you at a show. People say things like that, like, oh, they got all these people on the stage with them when they performing, but then a club promoter will be like, well, how am I gonna pay you if you don't bring people to the club? You know what I'm saying? You see how contradicting that sounds? So in a sense, that's why I'm saying when it comes down to, you know, Juice Gang, it's a good bit of us, and it's not to, again, just to say we got the numbers. Because if you check the stats on every Juice Gang, official Juice Gang member, let me say that, because we got honorary ones and we got people who do certain services who will do, you know what I'm saying?
If you pay attention to what they do or whatever, self-explanatory.
Yeah.
Nobody got to explain, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, we just clicking out with this one just because that and that, no. At the end of the day, all of them can stand by themselves strong.
Wow. But y'all other shit though, because that's the name I hear all the time. It's just Juice Gang, Juice Gang. You hear that on Charleston all day long. If I was in New York and came down here and didn't know none of y'all, that's the first name I would hear. So that's all you hear is Juice. I promise you.
Right.
Yeah, I probably would get on damn board too. I actually
We only got it in the tri-county areas right now. I got a few people, shout out to a few people in Texas and
all right.
Texas, Florida, Georgia, Columbia, and Chattanooga,
Ooh.
Illinois, and that's it.
Really?
So far, like as far as, because we trying to basically just branch out basically. And just let them know what we got going on in the city. That's the same thing, like I say with the entertainment hub. You know, you got Carlos who do his thing, you got you doing your interview and stuff like that, and many other people that I probably don't even know about. You get what I'm saying? But at the same time, building that hub for the city, when you don't realize places like Atlanta, they got it already popping.
They're going crazy out
They
there.
already got it popping
Yeah.
because of the fact that maybe they already had the time when they learned from each other, did things like this, you know what I'm saying, with each other in order for them to be at the platform they at. You know what I'm saying? So we basically building up what we got going on. I remember years ago, like years ago, there only been a few I can say really been hard out the city.
That's true.
You get what I'm saying?
That is very
Now it's
true.
got better.
Yeah, it is.
You get what I'm saying?
It is.
So
Yeah.
in a sense, that's
It
what
is.
I'm saying. Like every day, an artist that's coming out the blue. Every day, a CEO, you know, a radio personality, a blog, whatever, what have you. So it don't matter if you're doing the same thing like me.
Right.
Yours is different in whatever way that you're doing.
Exactly.
So keep growing on that, so that way one day, you know, you can become something. And
Exactly.
you see the growth from when you started to where you at now.
Right.
And you appreciate it because of the fact that you putting in the grind.
Right.
It don't matter if somebody stepped in and helped you and did what they did. You get what I'm saying?
I do.
It's still you progressing.
I do. But do you know, maybe, like, when you speak,
Right.
you speak beautifully and very intelligently. It's unfortunate, but there's a lot of people in Charleston don't know how to comprehend that. So that's why maybe they don't fix
That's-
themselves. They can't comprehend it. Even with a word, they don't know how to unscramble and put that word back together.
Right.
Even if it's just 3 letters.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel for a lot of people in Charleston because, they don't know how to really, get it. And then when they do get it, they get it all wrong.
Right.
It makes no sense to them, so then they start acting up.
Totally for them, too.
So yeah, so it's really bad here, and I feel kind of sorry for a lot of people. I shouldn't, but I do, and it breaks my heart to see a lot of stuff that I see on Facebook. It does, because I think that Charleston is and what the thing about it, and I'm gonna take this. Back in the day, I would always say, I came from New York, but now it's Charleston for me. I represent Charleston 100%.
Right.
I used to come from New York. That's over.
Yes,
I'm here
ma'am.
now. I've been here for a long
Yes,
time.
ma'am.
So I represent Charleston.
Hey.
Anything that I do is going to always be about me in Charleston, South Carolina.
Yes, ma'am.
That's what it is for me now.
Yes, ma'am.
You understand? Period. So let me ask you. Let me just. We're going to wrap it up in a little bit, but I just wanted to ask you, and I think you kind of already talked about it a little bit, but if you can just kind of go in there a little bit for me. Why do you think that we're not making it here in Charleston as a whole? And I think you answered that at the beginning, but now as a whole. And what do you think that we can do to make this thing right for us?
In a sense, why I think really why we can't really do what we need to do, because people are afraid to say, hey, that's almost like men, a lot of men don't like to go, of course me including myself, so that's why I'm saying this. Sometimes don't like to go to the doctor or don't like, to do certain things. Me, I always came up like self-made in a sense. And I had to learn and teach myself it's okay to ask for help and this, that, and the third. When in a sense, like for me, I automatically gonna go 200% first, hard. And when everybody hit a road or whatever like that, like sometimes then I may be like, hey, I need help, or I need to do this, I need to do that. You get what I'm saying? Like even with Colors, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people might not want to give Colors his props, but I'm gonna give him his props because again, he bridged this person with that person. He bridged you with people who doing shows, people who doing interviews, all type of stuff. You get what I'm saying? So
he's still doing it.
Expanding your mind so that it's the same thing. Like I feel like we not really tapping into what each other got going on.
Exactly.
Like you got this interview platform right here, and I give you a flower
Thank
as well.
you. Thank
You know what I'm saying? Just like you said, when we first met, I already knew who you was because again, I was watching Bishop, Lady Slim them. I was seeing like the little interviews and stuff that was going on around the city. And sometimes we don't take advantage of the opportunities that's in front of us sometimes because we probably not aware. You know what I'm saying? There's a platform right here that artists can use, you get what I'm saying, for their content, for context, you know what I'm saying, their social medias and stuff like that. And a lot of stuff, of course, be street politics too, you get what I'm saying?
I know.
I can't speak on that part.
I know, please don't. Please
I can't
don't.
speak on that
Let's
part.
not do that.
But let's be honest though. But let's be honest.
Okay.
No matter what side you on, we all got kids. No matter what side you on, you got a community. You got somebody you care for.
That's right.
We ain't about to fake the funk and say we don't care about nothing.
That's
Because
right.
if you ain't really had care about your mama, if you ain't had care about your community, if you ain't had even care about your life, and I'm not being an advocate for this,
Right.
but suicide is there.
It is there. And people are doing it like
You know what I'm
nothing.
saying? I'm just being honest. If
Murder
you are-
suicide too as well.
If you are planted on this earth here, you should at least be thankful that you're here and try to reconcile with whatever situation you got going on, whether you lost a loved one, whether you upset at a loved one for whatever reason that they did. Maybe you can understand it at the time. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff, again, be misunderstandings. And for those who really working and doing what they do, and that's basically what we trying to bridge now, we just networking with whoever we can network with, who's willing to put their pride to the side and do what we have to do as, a city. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And do that globally, because there's a whole lot of stuff going on in the world. You get what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Tragic stuff.
I know.
But I don't focus on that. You think I care about that? Nope. You get what I'm saying? I focus on what we got going on here. I got
I know
kids
what
that
you
I
mean.
want every
That's
day.
right.
I make sure that they healthy. They living the best life they can. They know the right from wrong. Now, don't get it twisted. They spoiled to a sense, but I keep it nitty gritty for them. You get what I'm saying? I let them experience a little struggle too. But so that way we can be able to grow and do what we need to do. How can we help that? Just like I say, networking on these type of platforms.
That's true.
Reaching out to whoever you need to reach out to get
Exactly.
advice.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody can do it on their own. That's very contradictory too, because a lot of people say stuff like that, like, oh, I did it on my own and all that stuff, but then you hear all these other entertainment medias and everybody saying, oh, you need a team, oh, you need this, you need that, you get what I'm saying? Same thing with a relationship. I mean, yes, you gotta have self-love first.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? But you look for something in a partner.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You look for something whenever you go to school for your partners or whoever you with.
Right.
When you go and you do music or what have you,
That's
you
right.
deal with the people you deal with, and it ain't you doing it solo. Certain things, yes, need to be solo so that way you can have a good peace of mind.
Right.
But you just need to come together and figure it out. That's basically what it is.
So I hope you can do that.
I mean, your life is what you make it. You can come from a better background, you get what I'm saying? Mine ain't been too clean, you get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
My household ain't been too clean, but at the same time, you work your way through your problems, and that's when you get the better understanding of things, and I know that now.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
You know, with the lives, I don't do a lot of them, but if you came to me, or Colors came to me, and y'all said, well, I already know about, Lady Slim and all of them. They're already coming on.
Yeah.
So I'm not talking about them. I'm going to get them one at a time. I'm going to get everybody, the ones that have been out one at a time.
Right.
I really want Lady Slim really bad,
Right.
Your wife.
Yes,
She's done a lot of stuff. I need her here. I already know the people. I'm talking about other people that y'all will be like, you know what?
Right.
He would be a really, just like you doing, being a president in Juice King.
Right.
He would really do pretty good on a platform, not just on Miss Sandra's, the talk show.
Right.
And you tell me about somebody, or Colors tell me about somebody. They're in there. It won't be no, can I get on? Because you would recommend someone I know that needs to be talking to me like this, or whoever,
Because it's a relationship that we build. And I feel like that's basically what people gotta understand. You gotta build relationships. It's not based off as soon as you start getting into this entertainment business. Because I don't want to just seem like I gear it towards rappers. But in a sense, when you get into this entertainment business, it's about tapping shoulders, rubbing shoulders with people. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Miss Sandra Wilson, how you doing? My name is such and such. I'm an artist. I'm an entrepreneur. I do this. I do that. I see that you got a talk show. It's about that type of
They don't do
networking
that though.
But a lot of people scared to do that as well. Which, in all actuality, again, that's where self-love coming in. If you don't love yourself, ain't no way you can't tell me you ain't gonna go hard for what you believe in.
That's true.
I believe in the community, my kids, and making this world a better place.
Exactly.
So I believe in that so hard to where I don't want to hear negativity.
Right.
You saying this, that, and the third going on, sometimes I might hear your ear just a vent, but after a while, I'll tell you to ponder on it, and then you get back with me. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes we want instant gratification, we want instant
That was
conversations, but sometimes you just need to think about it yourself so you can get a better understanding of really what's going on.
Go ahead with your intelligent self. Talk to him.
Yeah.
Talk to him. Go ahead, Hezzy, talk to him. That's all
But you
right.
can't be afraid, man.
Look at you.
Can't be afraid.
You're very smart.
Of nothing.
I know exactly, right? I know.
We all gonna live, we all gonna die.
Yeah, I know. I know. My time is almost up, baby. 64. You never know, huh?
I mean, you might live past 100.
I hope so. I'm damn kid, but I hope so.
Right.
But whatever it is that I may not have asked you, but just during this, because I got to have you back, right?
Yeah.
Because you grow.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
You
ma'am.
grow so much. I gotta have you back because you do so much.
Right.
This is just the beginning. Even when I seen you, like I said before, earlier, at Colors, when I knew who you are. I asked Colors. I think his fiance. One of them asked who you are, because you just jumped out to me without just on the stage.
Right.
So I was like, the hell he came from?
Right.
I didn't know you was from Charleston.
Yes, ma'am.
And then you came to me, and I didn't even know you knew me. Because I asked you to come in, you came. I didn't even know you knew me.
Right.
And ever since then, I've been on your back. I won't stop asking you to come on my shows and stuff, because you're fabulous.
I'm always here, man.
You're fabulous.
Yes, ma'am.
But, with that being said, let me ask you this. If there's anything that we have not talked about, right, that you want to say, because we're going to talk some more later, here, wherever, I have to talk shit, we're going to do it again. Talk about it right now. Anything that I may not have asked you, or we may not have talked about on this platform, go ahead, do your thing.
Well, it's your boy Hezzy the Kid, the African Geechee Prince. Y'all make sure y'all follow me on all social medias. That's HEZZYDAKIDD. You know what I'm saying? On all socials. We got some events coming up, you get what I'm saying? We still on tour. We got August 5th, the White on White birthday party with my boy Tori Weldon. Shout out to him. We got in August 26th, I believe. Shout out to Mother Man. You get what I'm saying? We're gonna be at the Ritz Bar and Grill. You get what I'm saying? Versus the Charleston versus everybody. He another one who do a lot of stuff for the city as well. Mother Man.
Yeah,
You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And
I worked with Mother Man before.
Right.
Yeah.
So he does a lot too, bringing people down from the industry that
I see
you don't
what
even
you're
have to pay a lot of money to get out the city to see.
Wow.
So sometimes you gotta take advantage of the opportunities. Sometimes, you know, just like a showcase that they just had. You know, 2 Juice Gang members, Young Swag and Blackberry. Blackberry just been out there supporting.
Wow.
And you know, Mother was telling her go ahead and perform do your thing, and she ended up getting on the stage, rocking out, and coming out the first place winner. You know what I'm
Get
saying?
out! Shout out to Blackberry, you go, girl!
Blackberry, man, y'all know what it is, man. But
Wow.
that's, and just like I told her and Young Swag in the inbox, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, we have our conversations as well. And
Yeah.
I just let them know that, you know, proud of their progress and what they're doing. And I always tell them to continue to be themselves. So that's my whole message, man. To be yourself. Self-love is the best love. You get what I'm saying? Don't be afraid to ask for help. And know that we all in this together. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, we was born alone, and yeah, we gonna die alone. But
That's
at the
right.
same time, well, let me say transcend alone. You know what I'm saying? Because some terminology.
Yeah, exactly.
But at the end of the day, man, we all here to try to figure it out.
Right.
And I'm still learning. You know what I'm
So
saying?
am I.
Even at the progress I'm at, and I'm still reaching out to people and still doing what I need to do. So, what makes you think that Jay-Z don't mean reaching out to people who higher than them or
Exactly.
doing more than them
That's
to
right.
get them to a better position? So,
Yes.
don't be afraid to do none of that. You know what I'm saying?
Jay-Z at 2-point-something billion. He want to be at more billions and billions, and you can't blame him.
Right.
What you just said was brilliant just now, because it's very true. People don't see that.
Right.
You know, I was scared Hezzy to start back up again because I didn't know if I can do it. And then I said to self, because I talk to myself a lot. I said, self, really?
Right.
You really scared? Like, you had Kevin Hart,
Right.
you know,
Yes, ma'am.
Rock Him,
Yes, ma'am.
all those people on your show. Thank you to Janelle Ball, wherever you're at, thank you. And how could you be afraid?
You can't.
You damn had Hezzy, Colors, all y'all. You know what I'm saying? How could you be scared? So I came back out. You know, that came from self-love.
Exactly.
I look in the mirror. You love me. I love you.
You got to.
You
I'm
know?
telling you.
Yeah, I love you. I like you too. You crazy sometimes, but I like you. You know, and I hang out with myself a lot. You know, so that's really good for me.
That's
You
that's
know?
what everybody needs. Though,
Yeah. I
before
hang
they
out
can
with myself
present
a lot.
themselves to anybody else.
Yeah.
And I think that's what a lot of problems.
Exactly.
But yeah, man, we gotta do what we gotta do. Sometimes it may not be what we want to hear. It may not be what we want to do.
Exactly.
But we gotta scrap up them boots,
And
lift your head up, and
yeah, just go,
keep
right?
it moving.
I want to shout Colors out, y'all. Sorry, he's here, and he's back there cracking up, y'all. But he's here, and his interview is coming up next. I'll give him the date tonight. He'll know, and his is coming up next. So I just wanted to shout him out and say thank you for coming by. You know, supporting Hezzy, supporting me. I really appreciate you, Colors. Yeah, guys. Thank you. And I also want to thank MJ Myers. That's my dude. This is like our third time doing this, so look out for me and him just going. Okay? No matter what people try to do, but we're going to keep
It takes
going
a team,
and
I'm telling you.
So listen, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you, Hezzy, so very much for coming back and trusting me, because I continue to ask you to be on my show, and you keep coming back. Okay? Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna ask you a question, and I'm gonna look dead in here. I wanna ask your wife a question in just a second. But don't forget, this is one-on-one. Sandra will send. Let's see. Let's talk about it. Y'all know I'll be forgetting shit, but let's talk about it, right? Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Now, listen. I'm gonna ask Hezzy wife a favor. I know you're gonna be looking at this pretty lady, but the favor is, I know we don't do this. I love you, and don't kick me in my butt. But can I take a picture with your husband? Can I do it? I normally don't take pictures, but I want to take a picture with your husband. Okay? Now, I'm not spilling all over him. I don't want you to think that, and I know you ain't, but I just want to ask you. You know, now, if I was 40 years younger, you'd be in trouble. Huh? You'd be in trouble, because I would try. You know, but listen, I want to take a picture with your husband. I normally don't do that, but I do it with me and Colors. Colors be making me take pictures, you know. But I want to go ahead and take one with your husband. He's such an amazing guy, and you're an amazing woman, and you got a wonderful man here, and he got a good girl there too. Listen, if you're looking, I know you're looking at me. I would love to interview you as well. Okay, let's take that picture. Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Welcome.
Alright.
Thank you. All right, guys.
Hey, that was fun.
Yeah, Nate.
Bye. See y'all later.
And
Bye. Thank you. What